Fire. Thanks for coming.
My prince?
I assume you managed to smooth things over. That should take care of inner court politics. And thankfully, Willem's sudden exit and the repercussions of that exit aren't public knowledge. Yet.
The gardener knows.
Beat me to it. This gardener knows the truth. And you say he's Sabbat, an enemy of this court. And Sophia says she thinks the Sabbat are tied to your mark. Seems our interest just became aligned, Nomad. I'm expediting your investigation. And I have a good idea where to start. The underground.
You say these words, the underground, as if they should mean something to me.
I forget you're not native. The underground is an architectural graveyard. The ruins of old Seattle. After the Great Fire. Rather than salvage what was, Lou decided to simply build on top.
What makes you think I will find answers in this underground?
Tali reviewed the PD figures. Disappearances, deaths, kind and kindred both. Always near an entrance to the underground. It's what drove out the Nosferatu. Campbell never looked into it, said he had other priorities. I'm not saying it's our smoking gun, but it is a gun and it is smoking. And I'm going to disarm it.
The gardener talked about going under the soil.
What makes you think it is Sabbat?
Oh, I'm not certain. But it's a canker on the city. The way it's been disregarded, that's a red flag for me. Only way to know is by process of elimination. Could be the Anarch simply stirred something. Either way, it was gonna fall on your shoulders. But Occam's razor, this is it.
I think you are right. At least it is worth a visit.
It's a big tourist attraction, believe it or not. Only ones who go down there now are mortals, and only ever in their sanctioned playgrounds. But deeper than those, I'll level with you. I don't know what kind of threat you'll face. In Lou's day, getting sent down there was a punishment, a convenient solution for problem kindred. Besides, you won't be alone. The gangrel next will be with you.
Why?
Tali found out she's been taking certain liberties. Something I'd hoped the sheriff would be on top of. Now, I'd be inclined to make that her first strike, but obviously, Lou was furious. Remember what I said? The underground being Lou's favorite form of punishment? Since Nyx works for Lou directly, Lou gets to decide what happens when she's fired. Use the public entrance. You'll find the gangrel easily enough. And Fire, be careful down there.
That tour is top of the list of things to do for our visitors. Fun day out for the Okies, you know? Maybe Tali and Ryong are right. Maybe our falling tourist numbers is because they're all getting eaten up by something. You'd hope someone would mention that in the review, though, right?
No sign of Nyx.
And a lot of mortals.
She'll stick out. We should be able to track her down easily enough. You catch that aroma? That's Nyx, all right. We should get after her. flying ahead like a mud off the leash. Go carefully. This place is about as stable as a Wall Street gambler. You get that subtle perfume of wet dog? You know gangrels. Reckon Nix is on 4 feet instead of 2 right now. Something's got Nix all fired up. She's got a scent or something like that.
Why did she not wait for us?
Who knows? Maybe it's a rabbit. Gangrel. About as much scent as God gave a goose. I can see why they don't let little Susie or Johnny mess around here. Feels like the ground's about to heave-ho any minute. That doesn't smell like wet dog. Wounded dog, maybe. Oh, Nix, you downright fool. Oh, no.
She found something, and it destroyed her. Whatever did this will have an entrance nearby.
Ryong said she'd been taking certain liberties.
Some cannot so easily let go.
If I was a betting sword, I'd bet whatever did this to her is the same whatever Ryong has us looking for.
So let us find it.
Took the words right out of my mouth, so to speak.
Ryong said the attacks were all near entrances to the underground.
Uh-huh. Such as right here.
Is through.
This is old Seattle, the city buried by What manner of creatures are these?
think these are then?
I have heard a rumor of Sabbath-created shock troops. These fit the description. Called the Unbirthed, or sometimes Moonflowers.
Cute.
Oh my. Trouble does come in spades. Those creatures. What or whoever made them?
They could be the work of the Sabbath.
Not everything has to be the Sabbath.
No, but they remind me of a Sabbath myth. I do not believe in coincidences.
Might I ask, is an Unbirthed exactly?
Others of my clan could tell you more. They are fledgling kindred, buried, then raised from a mass grave by a ritual, shorn of names or memories.
Well, that's just dandy. So, if such creatures were to breach the surface...
It would shatter the Masquerade beyond repair. The hunters would swarm. Seattle would fall.
You think this is what the Sabbat are after?
There will be a deeper aim.
With the gardener as their leader. I guess we ask him. What was it? The last thing he said?
Slip.
Somehow I don't think those creatures can handle a pistol. Those military...
Hunters.
There, the mark.
The gardener lies behind that door. I know it.
What are you doing?
They are going to destroy the door.
Fire, those things are everywhere.
We need to get inside.
Fire is not safe. Fire! Well, that is a whole mess of rocks. No way we're getting through that. But we do need to go deeper. I reckon we should head back to the surface. Seattle's riddled with holes. Someone will know another way in.
What's going down in underground town, oh mighty sheriff? Clowns with balloons?
There are creatures in the tunnels. I tried to follow them below, but my way was blocked by mortals armed with guns and explosives.
That tracks. Guess the slap-happy soldiers from the IAO finally showed up.
IAO?
Information Awareness Office. Like your old school Inquisition, but less about the cross, more about the extremely cross. Slaughtered licks for government pay, went off the rails. They've got a lot of shiny toys.
Armed hunters. Yes, very like the Inquisition. They have buried an entrance to the lower levels. I need another way in.
Well, shit. You, and this is me saying this, don't want to go down, believe me. Ruins and scars and the grinding of bones, babe.
This is for you and the court, Tully. Ryong wants me to destroy whatever is down there.
Sure, because I want a clusterfuck for Christmas. But the greater good, right? So listen. Great Fire fucked up the city, and that's why they buried the underground. But the most fucked up parts? They got buried deeper, with extreme prejudice and heavy-duty concrete. You want to crawl in the darkest holes? You go talk to Mama Lou. That was her town, and her choices. Go see her, and keep my name off your lips. This was your idea.
Very well.
It always comes back to Lou Graham. Well, let's bite the bullet. Back to the glacier. You know, I've thought about that door, given what Tali said about Lou. That design looked Asian influenced to me. Chinese, even, if I'm not mistaken. Lou worked with Chinese laborers. I reckon that place is part of her old life before the fire.
And she buried it. Why?
Well, you saw the tour. Seattle is all about the madam with the heart of gold. Not a mention of Rosalind or this mystery sire. Guess she wanted them forgotten. Those hunters have a head start. No dawdling. Let's get to the gardener before they do.
Fire, darling, do come in. You have been busy. Tell me, why are you here?
If it pleases you, I have a favor to ask. There is a door in the underground. You know of which I speak. I need to get inside.
There's nothing down there.
If she was mortal, there'd be sweat on her brow.
But it could not hurt to confirm that nothing has grown since you last looked.
Quite unnecessary, I assure you. But consider my curiosity piqued. If, hypothetically, I were to consider your request, what possible reason would I have for doing so?
You are not the only one who has had strange dreams. In them, I see a garden.
Eden, so you too have felt the beckoning.
In this garden, I have met someone. They call him the Gardener.
The gardener?
I believe he is a child of Malkov, that he is behind that door in the underground, and he is calling me to him.
That's not possible. Why, that would mean... That would mean... No.
I cannot help you unless we are honest with each other.
There was someone, a Malkavian. I had forgotten. I thought he was gone. Before Fire, I was not entirely honest. I have indeed seen visions. I believed it was the beckoning. But if you are right...
He has led both of us in a mind game, this Malkavian. He is Sabat Lugraham. Tell me what you know of him. How to get to him.
I am still not sure it's the one I remember. But if so, he was nothing then. A minor irritant, a footnote to history. He shouldn't give you trouble. There's another entrance here in the basement. I give you permission to descend. And Fire, if this is true, his destruction will change everything.
I will end him. For both of us.
Dust, mildew, and something else. Here's our hunters. Keep it low, Fire. These folks play for keeps and they know how to hurt us.
Eyes on my position. Searching location.
go near that if I were you. Designed to fry our kind.
Then I shall find a different path.
One that doesn't crisp us up like bacon.
Stand by. Stay ready for imminent engagement. Checking for targets. Sign of hostile. Location.
Lost the target. Look alive.
Maybe this was one of Lou's pleasure palaces. Fantasy places for the richest clients, you know?
I need to feed.
Mother hen again, huh? Interesting.
Target sighted!
well tonight. We've established a base of operations. We have comms rolled out, and we're already detecting a dark mobile network operating in the city. Triangulated signals bring us here. Multiple client sources have closed off this evening, which suggests the blank bodies are actively purging. They are panicked. They are scared.
Well, I'm personally a mite apprehensive.
Now, I know you're tired and it's been a long night. We've lost a lot of good people already. But remember what you fought for.
Reckon they met up with some of our nasty little underground buddies.
In scent and descent we shall glory, the gardener said. And there is most certainly a scent. This place stinks. Well, I call that confirmation. That's your mark right there. Why? What the heck is that? Oh, someone took the fingers off. This is old school mobster work. Or I guess horror movie black magic? Icky.
So weary is the wanderer. Ambrosial tears that crave those lips. A spit of solace for the heart.
You have weird tastes, fella.
Sweet succulence upon the vine.
I'm guessing we only need one more. Unless this hand belongs to my cousin Jethro.
A sovereign full specified.
Well, now, gotta...
Now turn the sod and slip beneath the soil.
This isn't a dream, not like before. Do you feel that? Daylight kissing the skin, but not burning. My, this guy must have a heck of a mind on him. It's an illusion fire. A powerful one. Be careful.
Welcome to my garden.
You have a strange crop.
I tend, I nurture, I harvest. My sprouts will march to Dunsinane.
March? Is this the War of Cain?
Cain is no longer able, and yet I hear his trumpets. This city flowered in fire, and in fire she will end.
She? I think he's talking about Lou.
What is Lou Graham to you?
The mistress, the madam. Why, with her love, she quite transfixed me. her word cold iron through my heart. This is the garden she built. I am merely tender in my bondage.
You are her captive. This mark, the symbol carved on me, what was your purpose?
Purpose to propose, to induce, to seduce. It brought you here, my fire. My fire. A consummation devoutly to be desired.
No one chains me, creature. I have fought your kind before, Sabbat. What were you trying to achieve?
To arms, citizens. Form your battalions. May the impure blood water our fields.
He is a lunatic. Can't see him leading an army.
Maybe, but I have heard those words before.
Oh yes, a steel madame for the madam, and for every prince a neck.
You are no man of the people. You tried to leash me. This ends here, Sabbat. You will not survive it.
Oh, it is time to sup, dear nomad, dearest bacchanalian. I am fair full of juice and ripe for the harvest. And now my strength is yours.
He wants you to drain him.
He bound me with his mark. I will not have him puppet me for one moment longer.
Suckle deep, O Valentine, and all marks are yours to hold. Look, the flowers are opening. Oh, my lord, I am leaky. Now drink, drink, vicious one, sup of my nectar. Let me spill into you. Oh.
No, Gardener. I do not want your blood. Only your end. It is over. The Gardener, his false garden, is gone.
Our nation. We're discovered.
Coffee right now.
Checking in. No sign of incursion. Incursion detected. Incursion detected. Yellow status. Hostile location unknown.
Operative down. Safety's off. We're not alone.
Stay ready for imminent engagement. Incursion detected. Heads up. We got a tango.
Do you feel any different? More energized, less controlled?
I cannot tell. Not yet. The mark is still with me.
Find another way out?
Lou's lucky the IAO didn't find this place.
It would have led them right to her doorstep.
They know about the underground. They already have vampires in cages. Anarchs, mostly, but Tolly's losing eyes, ears...
And not his mouth. Pity.
Now is not the time.
If I may interrupt, I have news of some import.
Fire!
Ah, wonderful.
Just in time, Sheriff. You say you have a report?
The sheriff's report can wait. Please, my child, the subject at hand.
Tolly filled us in on the IAO. He's searching for a base of operations as we speak. Annex splinter groups are panicking, and we're dangerously close to Masquerade breach.
The IAO are working in daylight, hitting anywhere that even looks like a potential haven. We need to lay low.
What we need is a show of strength. Take their leader's head, this mother hen. Show both them and the restless anarchs what they're dealing with. The best defense is a good offense. You agree with me, don't you, Fire?
I would know more of your reasoning, Lou.
Why, darling, I'm talking about symbols. Stalin, Mussolini, Hitler. Figureheads. Take the head off the snake, and what's really left? The body shrivels, and its corpse sends a message. The vermin then scatter, and when they do, you pick them off at your leisure, one by one.
Vermin? You don't mean the anarchs?
You assume the snake isn't a hydra, and that anarchs can be easily intimidated.
Because it isn't. And they can. You forget they're communists.
We should hear what our prince has to say on the matter.
Rion, dear?
A gun targets whatever direction you point it, and this is an arms race. We still have renegade anarchs. We have to consider whether the IAO could be a valuable tool.
Respectfully, Prince, this is no gun. The hunters, This is wildfire. Once lit, you can't control the blaze.
Well, this is a first. I have to say, I agree with your little stooge. All you need is a little intimidation. A head in the hand, after all, is better than a blaze in the bush.
What are your concerns, Sophia?
Hunters wiped out London, Anarch and Camarilla alike. Provoke them, underestimate them. Thanks to the brands, the Thin Bloods will be hit first and hardest.
Good riddance.
After them, the Nosferatu. Anyone with a tell.
Time they return to their sewers.
And the rest of us will follow.
Sophia.
In my opinion...
Don't let them do this. Please, my love. Think of the Thin Bloods. Think of Dolly.
Is there a reason you brought your little pet, dear? Surely just one Tremere representative is quite enough. Let her tinker with her projects, I say. Keep a dog too long from its bone, and it's liable to whine.
She's here because I wanted her. But that's no excuse for bad manners. You were saying, Fire?
I have dealt with hunters. I did not survive this long by underestimating them.
Thank you.
I'm not asking you to underestimate them. Rion, our sheriff here is more than capable of handling this. Fire put down one threat this very night, and in much the same way. A Malkavian terrorist calling himself the Gardener. The leader of a Sabbat cell.
You found them?
Our sheriff can deal with this IAO the same way.
No!
Rion, dear, give us the room, will you? And take your dog. Fire and I need a little tete-a-tete.
I'll be at Weaver Tower.
You did well.
Are you free of the visions?
I heard him cry out. the gardener. And now, nothing. I feel less burdened. As if a steel pin has been removed. This is promising. More than promising. All thanks to you, my hero. But you're troubled, child. Come, rest your head. Tell Mama Lou what burdens you.
I am beyond you in years and in strength.
Really? Shall we just be two old souls together then, considering why these nights have changed so much?
I thought the mark would be destroyed with him.
Curious. A delayed effect, perhaps?
Or something has been left undone.
Such is often the way.
Who was the gardener to you?
Someone who needed to be tucked away. Somewhere they could not cause further inconvenience. But that was the past, which, thanks to you, is now behind us. I see no need to linger.
Did you know what the gardener was when you imprisoned him? That he was Sabbat?
I smoked out the last nest back in 1889. At least I thought I did. If he was with them, he was awfully quiet about it, and so terribly well-mannered.
What do you have against Sophia? Truly? Is there something I should know?
Oil and water, dear. Nothing to do with Clan, I assure you. The Tremere usurper thing, how your kind came by the gift, is a thing of the past. Stolen or otherwise. No. Sophia has always been, well, more like cattle than kindred. It's like watching a circus lion jump through hoops. I find it pitiful, wretched, ugh, repulsive. Besides, it's the way she looks at me. It makes me feel seen, and not in a good way.
Thank you for indulging me. I have taken up enough of your time.
Darling, we were only just getting started. But I suppose you deserve a rest. After all, tomorrow night you rid us of the IAO. Cut their head off. Meet with Tolly. He'll point you where to go. I trust you will show your usual loyalty.
To sleep. Perchance not to dream, I guess. He's gone. Whoever he was. Didn't think I'd be here again. Gotta say, it's a treat to see the sun.
Fabian.
Huh? What? Oh. Fire. Heck. Well, hello to you too, then.
How is this still here?
It's a construct, I suppose. A memory in your head. In our head. Like we're telling each other a story. Even after the gardener is gone. I wonder why he kept sending me back into those memories. Those dreams. A tale told for an audience to digest. Oh!
Suddenly, this guy calls out, "Joey!" And the dog grabs the diamond and runs straight to him. The same guy, the same diamond. I kid you not.
The same goddamn diamond? Oh, that's a killer. Oh, my boy, it never ceases to amaze me how these things land at your door.
You heard of a guy called Maxwell? He had a pet demon. I kid you not. He figured this demon could watch what went on in the world, atom by atom, detail by detail, a perfect observer. The thing is, though, Maxwell totally failed to realize that the demon might get bored. I think it likes to poke things my way.
I guess I can appreciate that. The world is stranger than anyone thinks. But tell me, how do your investigations proceed? Don't even start that sentence, my boy.
Right? Sure, yep. Gotta say, I'm stumped. We have a hunter. Mortal, I think. but I'm not even sure about that. More than mortal. Incredibly strong. Can sneak up on kindred, stake them just like that. Has a heck of a jewelry supplier. And access to a building yard.
It strikes me, my boy, that this is one of your stories.
How do you mean?
A tale told for an audience to digest. Has anyone seen this killer? Does he even exist?
Now that's an interesting thought. The killer's gone public. There was only so much time we could spend covering it up. Papers got hold of it. They're calling him the Rebar Killer.
In my opinion, there's very little that a concerted effort by the Camarilla can't cover up.
You think someone leaked it?
It would not surprise me.
Wonder who gets something out of that.
Fear is a powerful thing.
Well, hello, you two.
Sophia, take a seat.
How did the experiment go with the monkey?
Ape, Fabian. She's a great ape. You'd be amazed. But, no luck. Which is what I expected. We're just going to have to try again. How's your night been? Anything interesting?
Fabian was just telling me his ideas on this Rebar Killer, as the public are calling him.
Well, that's inaccurate for a start. It isn't Rebar that kills them. Kindred are arguably already dead. If you want to be picky, you could say final death happens when the head comes off. As for mortals, Rebar through the chest would certainly give them a bad few moments. But again, the head is the clincher.
The curse of a vivid imagination. I can just feel it. An iron stake bursting out of me, or that crack as my head comes off. Makes me shiver. Let's talk about something else.
Isaac's a loss, right?
Big time. He was the way Rosalind and Lou kept tabs on Seattle, and kept tabs on their tabs, in the gin joints and cat houses. There's no doubt this will be a setback, but the city has seen worse, as has Lou. At least it didn't burn down this time.
Given all that's happened, what are you doing now?
At the moment, the prince has me looking into the formulation of liquor substitutes. Seeing if I can find a way to enhance them or make them more addictive. Chemistry or blood alchemy. She doesn't care which.
More bang for her buck. I get it.
I have a space in the basement of the glacier. It is not the most ideal for study.
I'll be honest. I'm not sure what to do without the boss.
I can understand that. This is a difficult task for you alone.
What task?
To maintain the Masquerade. This city grows so fast, and I worry technology will outstrip us all. It will not be easy.
Oh. Well, we'll help where we can. We have to. You're protecting our existence, Fabian.
How is the court handling Rosalind's death?
Lou is devastated, of course.
Genuinely?
Well, even I can't tell that. But remember, this has hit her in the pocket as much as the heart. Rosalind was the brains. She had all the court's dealings at her fingertips. This is a blow.
I'm helping where I can, but Lou does not like me. It makes things difficult.
My apologies. There's something I want to check on. I'll take my leave.
Is there a problem?
Not at all. I've just realized I have something I want to ask of our esteemed prince. About the art of storytelling and the invention of the mythic. Good night, Sophia. Fabian, mind you take care of her.
Do you need help?
I'll see you both later.
We never really get the chance to talk, do we?
I know this is a personal thing, but you and Gideon, are you an item?
Fabian.
It's just, I never heard of two kindred being like that. I thought that after the embrace, everything changed.
I'd like to say that night was the last time we both saw him. But that's not true, is it? There it was, all along. And I knew it. And I didn't know I knew.
Gideon was the gardener?
Oh yes, that is clear, isn't it? We never did find his body, but
we did close the case.
Lou called him a minor irritant, an historical footnote. It was her? She did this to him?
I can't remember. I found evidence. I closed the case. No. It's gone, Fire. Nothing left in the old noggin.
It will come back.
That's what worries me.
Hate to tell you this, sweetness, but your beauty sleep has had zero effect.
Good evening to you too.
Ironic, right? City of coffee and it does nothing for us at all. Hope you're feeling hungry with a side order of homicidal, cause you got a dinner date with some tasty, tasty hunters. You know Silky's bar? Go down the alley opposite. Bingo, Castle Fuckenstein. They've got a mast up on a building nearby. Best take it out first so no one can squeal. But I've talked to Ryong and we agree. The cleanest trick is to get in and trash all their Seattle intel. Or as I call it, do unto them what some jackass did unto Willem. I know Lou wants their mother hen pulped, but that'll put the shit among the pigeons. If you meet her, be careful. We don't want them pissed enough to bring in a whole flock of mother cluckers. This is important, Fire. The IAO are not a joke. Take her down a peg. Don't take her out.
Understood. I will handle their leader carefully.
Tell her a big fuck you from me, too.
Take down the communication tower, then sneak in. Like stealing cheese from a mousetrap. Mind you, after all we've been through, I think we can handle this.
Cold up here.
I'd still rather be here than down in the sewer. Sounds like some real bad shit went on down there. A literal bloodbath. Some kind of crazy-ass monsters.
Be grateful we got signed in.
I'll take keeping the comms tower running over getting my face ripped off.
Now to scream for help from their buddies, we can take a crack at their base.
You seem to turn up in all the wrong places.
Mother hen.
Agent LaToya Baker. The lead went dry. The triangulated signals led us to the underground and, curiously, to you. I'll see you soon. Fire.
What signal was this Baker tracking then to find you in the underground? Oh, Nix, and that telephone. These folks know their stuff. Well, here we are. Let's, encourage the hunters to leave. Politely, of course.
Teeth are my speciality.
All quiet. Set the target. No sign of hostiles. Over. Control is normal. No targets detected.
Killing the queen might summon a swarm. What else is there to be done?
By all means, look for me. But you should know. I am just one node in a vast global network. If I go dark, they don't know, and they will come. It already has a name. Operation London Call. Something to think about.
All signs green.
Barely a peep.
Control pattern Omega Beta. Weapons ready.
My men are looking for someone. Max Muldoon, African-American kid lost mental.
That's not good.
We learned a lot before he dropped off the radar. Not long after he was seen. Does your kind still protect over the young? Do you still feel at all?
Max, she certainly seems to know a lot.
An empty threat toward a hostage she does not even possess.
Well, if she's tossing out threats, then I guess we're making her nervous.
All quiet. No sign of the target. Checking in. No sign of incursion. All quiet. No sign of the target. No sign of hostiles. Over. Control is normal. No targets detected.
Good work. My money says we'll find that door wide open.
Here's something I've learned that you might find interesting. The easiest monsters to catch are those that can't be engaged. And someone is disfiguring Seattle's vampires. Offering them up in the hope to leave the rest of you alone? That's not how this works. Once we found them, we'll find you. Unless we can reach an understanding.
Patrol pattern Omega Beta. Weapons ready. Sign of hostiles. Over. Patrol pattern.
So, strategy? Mother Hen can't be too far away.
I am withholding judgment, for now.
Quiet. No sign of the target. Nothing to report, man. Situation normal. Resuming patrol. Situation normal. Resuming patrol. Stay ready for imminent engagement.
Judgment. Time's a-coming.
I will see what Baker has to say for herself.
Push the yellow. Which side of it?
Maintain alert status. Safety's off. We're not allowed to stay alert.
Lost track.
I admire your persistence. Perhaps it's time we met face to face.
Your heart is racing. Most would have started to run.
Neither fight nor flight would be useful right now. Are you ready to negotiate?
A hunter who wishes to negotiate with kindred.
This is business. I want to make a deal. I'll tell you what we have on your kind, and I get what I want in return.
Her heartbeat. Not just fast, but skipping. And there's a vinegar smell. Her blood.
You are dying.
6 weeks. 8, if I'm lucky.
You want me to save you by making you like me. Interesting.
Do we have a bargain?
You are not in a strong position here. Answers first.
Very well.
Most hunters would rather die than become what they hate.
I'm a pragmatist, not a zealot.
That, at least, we have in common. You want me to honor your request. Why?
I've watched you. If I have to become a nightmare, I want to be a strong one. And you're the nomad. You're the big bad wolf.
I want to know what the IAO believe about us.
Our regulars know the basics. Garlic and holy water are myths. Juries out on stakes and crucifixes. You crisp up real well with fire or sunlight. However, I know that sickness or old age won't kill you.
There is no way around death. Only through it. I need names. Who are you targeting in Seattle?
Other than Max? One strong lead. A meeting between two potentials outside the city. Seemed to be making a trade, but I could only get a visual.
The meeting you recorded. I want to see it.
That's Katsumi. But who's her paramour?
We're out of time. I gave you answers. You made your decision?
By embracing you without permission, I risk us both.
Then I'll lie low. And I can help. I know the hunters. I'll throw them off the scent.
The IAO is a weapon. Perhaps. But if Lou finds out...
Such a hound for secret knowledge would make a fine member of Clan Tremere.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do not thank me yet. I am no nursemaid. You will have to survive on your own.
I understand. I will fear no evil, for thou art with me.
Your god will not follow you here.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Can't say I was expecting to walk away from this mess with a little baby vampire under our wing.
Our next problem? You just embraced someone without the prince's permission. Can't imagine Lou will be best pleased either. If I were you, I'd say as little as possible.
Sheriff.
The evidence is destroyed.
Good. One less thing to worry us. Now we only... No, there's something else. Something you're not saying. Speak.
I did not kill Agent Baker. I embraced her.
What?
I had no other option.
Right, okay. Sorry, Powerpuff, you fucking what?
Tali! I will hear the sheriff's reasons.
It is as you said. In the right hands, the IAO can be a tool. So I grasped it by the handle.
So you listened. Lou won't be pleased, of course. Where's the child now?
I do not know.
Then see that you find out. I'll postpone my verdict until you do.
Hold up there, hun. You're letting this slide? Embracing without permission is what... Ugh.
I said I'd postpone my verdict, not withdraw it. But for the sake of conversation, we should press on. What else do you have to tell me, Sheriff?
Katsumi has had meetings with a contact outside of Seattle. A vampire. The IAO seem to think the individual was of special interest to their hunt.
That's so. And the mark's effect? It still hasn't stopped?
No.
Then we can't rule anything out. It could be Katsumi's part of the Sabbat after all. Tali, look into it. See what you can learn.
I'll put it on my list to get into, right behind Clone Ryong's faithful and fabulous butler. But I'm still smelling something. Come on, Fire. You got a bad poker face.
I have left nothing unsaid. But you should know this. The hunters have been tracking Thinbloods. It may be they were planning a raid on the Anarchs.
Then I was right. If they could be redirected, perhaps you could seed some useful targets to your child. If she still has the means to control them, she could be extremely useful, Fire. I'll forgive your lack of protocol.
Oh, come on.
Now we just need to find her. There's gonna be cleanup to do, but the immediate threat is over. Meet me at Macom later. We'll discuss our next move.
Oh, and if we're booking appointments, you should check in with Lou. She was asking after you.
That went better than I expected. Unburdening yourself of a secret pays off after all.
My love! I mean, Fire. I wanted to find you. Forgive me,
Is something the matter?
What? No. I mean, I was worried before, yes, about the IAO. I trust your judgment. It's just... You still have the mark. The man you mentioned, the gardener, he is truly gone? I mean, you are sure?
He wanted me to drain him, to perform diablerie. I refused, naturally, and gave him a quick death.
I see.
Why do you ask?
The mark. I found a match. It indicates a binding ritual. Thaumaturgy, complex. Skilled, even. I'm so sorry, Fire. You are bound, signed and sealed. Some might even say indentured. Someone has claimed you, and they still exist, or the mark would be gone. So it can't be your gardener. I don't know who, or why, or how to break the bond. Not yet, at least. But I will. I'm so close now. Give me tonight. Let's meet back at Wake the Dead tomorrow. When you're free to, of course.
If it is not the gardener, who do you suspect, Sophia?
Me? Oh. Well, I know Lou blames everything on the Thinbloods, and I can see links if I'm entirely honest. They are known to experiment. Alchemy, thaumaturgy. But, I mean, It's a convenient scapegoat, don't you think? Isabella was no anarch, and Benny hated them, so... Why? What do you think?
Need I ask what you truly think of Lou herself?
I think no vampire abdicates the princedom out of the kindness of their heart. Forgive me. That was out of turn. I mean, she's been up in that penthouse for, well, 40 years or more.
But do you suspect her?
Lou? If anyone were to chain people, then perhaps. But I'd question why she needed you.
Speculating any further is futile.
I suppose it is.
The Gardener. Had you heard that name before?
It sounds almost biblical. Like Eden or Gethsemane, where Jesus was entombed. I can look into it if you like.
I suppose it is of little consequence now. What else can you tell me about the ritual?
You must know of Goratrix. He was, after all, Tremere. He was a follower of the Sabbat. This mark, the ritual, it is based on his work. The texts you found for me, they are a translation of his methods. I am struggling with a key, but I am nearly there. One more night. I promise.
If I am honest, I am looking for reasons to linger. With you, Sophia.
With me? I'm flattered. But I have work to do. Until tomorrow night, my love.
Regular as clockwork. Guess something's still pulling at my gray matter even without Gideon. Fire, you there?
I am.
The case was shelved. Gideon's disappearance. We thought it was the rebar killer. There was nothing else to be done, or so I thought. I remember that much. But it was Lou. She buried him under the ground with iron through his heart. Does that mean she's always been the killer?
You are the detective. You tell me.
And how did he become part of the Sabbath? It was Lou's fault. How could I not know? It was Lou's fault. How could I not know that?
It's been so many years. You said it was shelved. What's changed?
These new killings. Maybe a copycat, maybe not, but they've put a tickle in my skull. I can't stop thinking about that night. The last time we saw him, he said he had to ask Lou something about stories. Don't you remember?
I remember. But if you're right, what can we do about it? Who would believe you?
You're right. We gotta find evidence. But how?
I do have an idea. Lou has a habit of keeping trophies.
Ooh, what? Like the skulls of her enemies, hollowed out, gold-plated, and used as drinking vessels?
No, like mementos.
That's what I said.
The point is that I know where she keeps them. Remember all those years back, I used to have a lab in the basement of the glacier.
Ooh, skeletons in her closet?
She uses it for storage now. I doubt anyone else has been down there for years. There might be something there. You'd need to find a way in. Maybe Jimmy the elevator or something.
That does seem worth a try. Although they're not a big fan of me over at the glacier. Since I dug a hole in their foyer, I still swear that X marked the right spot.
Fabian, you told me once you'd given up on Gideon's death. That there was nothing you could do.
It's the curse of being a detective, Miss Sophia. Like a dog with a bone. Some bones we only dig up when we remember where we buried them.
Over to the glacier, I suppose. A mite too close to Her Majesty for my liking. that wasn't too helpful.
Let me stop you there, buddy. Private party. Nothing for you tonight.
I have an invite.
None of that, my friend. I know all the tricks.
Then I commend your attention to duty, and I wish you good night.
Truth be told, I never felt at ease in the glacier. Guess the feeling was mutual.
Evening, ma'am. Wonderful to see you. How was today's shoot?
Oh, such a great day, darling. 7 scenes in the can.
Wonderful, ma'am. It must be such a grueling schedule. If I might ask, how do you stay in shape?
I am not answering that.
I'm so sorry for overstepping my bounds. Welcome back to the glacier, ma'am. And may I say, I am such a fan of your movies.
Always happy to meet a fan, even if they are a dick.
Please, enjoy your evening.
Oh, I will.
You'd think that a card-carrying member of the undead would be able to get into swanky parties more often. Maybe I needed to get me an opera cape. Huh. Anyhow, uh-oh, Tolly. This means trouble.
Now, why is Seattle's finest patronizing the Glacier Hotel? Let me guess. A murder? A public health violation? Or just my unpaid parking fines?
I need to use the elevator.
Mm-hmm. And I need a miraculous coat of many colors. Guess we're both out of luck.
Can I just get past, please?
Lou's busy, whether you need clues or not. I might be persuadable, but police require access has never been enough for me.
I could owe you a favor.
Let's indulge in a little mutual scratching of backs here, Detective. You want your clue? I want some investigating done.
An investigation, huh? Investigating what?
You know me, always interested in the gossip. I've heard some things and I want to hear more. Patience is working on something very special. I want to know what. I want to know why it is that Silky leaves town every few weeks. And I really want to know about our newest recruit, Onda. She cut a deal to be let in. I want the skinny on it.
I'll see what I can do.
Don't be any stranger.
Going on a mighty quest to placate the guardian of the elevator doors hadn't been in my diary when I woke up. Trouble was, Tolly was mighty stubborn. Besides, some of his requests were kinda interesting. And it's not like I didn't have the time. I headed to Aurora Pond to try to get a private art viewing. Here we were. A quick appraisal of Patience's artwork for Tolly. At least it wasn't Isabella. With Patience not around, this seemed a good moment to indulge in a little art appreciating. Patience was good, I think, but I was no expert. Ooh, not my taste. No. I was a man of simple tastes, and this looked complex.
Hey there. What do I even call you? How about I just call you Angel? Anyway, tell me about you.
I am the Reaper of the Forsaken, the Forgotten, the Consumer of the husks of the lost.
Oh? That's nice. What's your purpose? Why did Patience choose to make you?
The art cannot speak of the artist.
Well, you're restarting a long history of arguments about art criticism right there, buddy. Let's stick with what I can figure out.
I am an expression of the truth of those that are forced to be animate, but do not live.
Yeah, I guess that's blatantly obvious. I thought there might be more to it.
I am power and rage and force in chains, and if unleashed, I will tear down my tormentors and destroy those that have me fettered.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I just don't know if that's figurative or if you could really, jump up and flap around. Tell me about you, Angel. What's the general vibe?
I weld. I snarl. I enmesh. I am the fusion of the dead and the never-living. My wings are clipped. My eyes are bound. I am chained. And so I rage.
That, isn't good. Patience is having a bad time right now. I can see that. What exactly are you made of?
Chains and iron, rope and tool, blade and bone. I spear, I cut, I split, I bite.
You do, don't you? And a skull right at the center. More bone, obviously. That is interesting. Any supernatural stuff going on here? Let me just concentrate a little.
Power. There is power in these bones. Heat sequestered in this metal.
There is, isn't there? And what's more?
The skull. It screams in form and in function.
Yeah, there is something about that skull. Just gonna check out your noggin, Angel. Don't mind me. Now, I know this is stating the obvious, but, you've got fangs. You have fangs. Well, they're fake for sure, but that's the trick. Because underneath, you really are the bones of a kindred, aren't you? My. Have we met before?
Thin ice, Malkavian.
What the vajazzling fuck do you think you're doing, Fabian? Appreciating the art doesn't mean sticking your fucking fingers into it.
I am appreciating the art.
Uh-huh. God damn you. If you moved anything by an inch, I'll fucking... Wait. Why are you here?
Just looking. It's real good, Patience. I mean it. What's the meaning of the work?
Eye of the Beholder? 101 of art, detective.
When it comes to art, I always need a cheat sheet.
Yeah, I bet you do. I bet you'd take apart a songbird to see what makes it sing.
The skull, right there in the center. That does draw your attention. Where did you get it?
Yeah, quite a thing, ain't it? Every found object has its story.
Uh-huh. And do you know it?
Not yet, but it's starting to talk to me.
In a necromantic, I want to control you way?
That would be cool, but no.
So whose is it? Where did it come from?
Honestly, I don't know who it is. I wish I did. Old Bonehead must have one hell of a story. As to where it came from, that's my business. Nico's not my only source. People here know my tastes.
Huh. Even if I couldn't figure out who Old Bonehead was, I knew Tolly would want to know where the skull came from, or who gave it to Patience. You're really not gonna tell me where you got the skull?
Why is it so important to you?
I'm worried it was someone I knew.
Yeah, I guess you've seen a lot of people pass through in your 100 years. Old Bonehead is telling me the shape it wants to be. Maybe when it's finished you'll recognize who it was, maybe not. Let's leave that one to the art.
Tolly wouldn't let me get away without something more. What was Patience's source? Guess, I'll be going.
Uh-huh.
What are you hiding? Oh. Don't want to give up Katsumi's name. She's a good supplier. Thanks for the help. Katsumi was the supplier. I decided not to let on to Patience that I knew it. I poked around at the Dutchman to figure out what Silky's little absences were all about.
So what was Silky up to when he went out for a hike? I doubted he'd tell me.
Here to brighten our shared journey?
Anything interesting happening at the Dutchman?
Always, Detective. Just nothing anyone wants shared with the PD. No offense. I know you're barely official. But my customers like their privacy, and so do I.
I was wondering about your out-of-town trips.
Were you? And what were you wondering?
Can I tag along?
Some things are not for sharing. At any rate, not with you, my friend.
Fair enough. I gotta go.
Be well, Detective. Hey there. Thought you wouldn't be in tonight. What changed?
Oh, I swapped shifts.
Sammy didn't tell me, but if you're here, you're here. Sammy said you had trouble Thursday night. Anything I need to know?
No problem, boss. We dealt with it.
Well, that's good. So what do you need from me?
You got another out of town coming up?
Oh shit, yeah, it's nearly the 20th. You just reminded me. Can you pick up a package? It's at Wake the Dead. Amelia will have it ready. Just say it's the monthly one, for me.
Sure thing, boss. This was probably a good time to leave. So here I was, about to try to persuade Mrs. Thorne to let me get a look at Silky's package.
What is it?
I'm here to pick something up. An order. For Silky. He says it's the usual monthly one.
Interesting. You're not one of his usual.
No,
And given he gave me a heartfelt request not to share his private life with members of the court...
He asked me to do it.
I doubt that. In any case, no. The customer's order stays with me.
I have other leads to follow. Hi there. I wanted to collect Silky's special order for this month.
Oh, you do you? You're not the first to be poking around.
I'll keep it safe for the boss.
Given the outside interest, can you confirm the details of the order?
The boss wouldn't want me to know.
Someone who follows orders. How novel. Here is the package. Tell Simeon that another such volume will be waiting for him in 28 days, as agreed.
Thanks. I'll make sure he gets it. Huh. So every 28 days, Silky headed out of town with a different book in his hands. A gift for someone. Only Silky knew that this would be enough for Tali. Onda had made a deal with the court to stay in Seattle. So what was it? I was becoming a regular visitor to St. Stephen's, and nobody had smited me so far. Still, there's a first time for everything. I had to figure out what Onda's deal was, and I did not expect her to be pleased about it.
What do you want?
This your place now?
Sure, I guess. Since Father Macmillan passed on. I'm sure some official will notice and shut it down. But for now, someone has to keep the lights burning.
How did you join the Camarilla? Not easy for one of your clan.
True enough. It's what you'd expect. New lick in town gotta prove their worth. The prince set me a task, well, his sire did. And that opened my eyes as to how this city works. Believe me.
Might I ask what that task was?
Guess you just did. But it's between me and Lou Graham. And it's done now, so shouldn't concern you.
Fair enough. I was just wondering. About Misty.
What about her?
Thanks for looking out for her.
She was in a bad way. Still is. Wherever she is. I guess she's moved on. Sometimes I think I hear her, or catch a shadow of her. She's out there in the city somewhere, trying to keep that child safe. You know it'll never be born. Those two will be together forever.
Yeah, I know. I'll see you later.
Uh-huh.
Gotta say, I am not accustomed to talking to cutlery.
Ha! Cutlery? I was made to take a life, not to butter bread.
Whoa! Okay, I get it, I'm sorry. Do you have an owner?
Not an owner, but a partner who wields me in our assignations. Together, we have slain many.
I was kinda hoping for a name.
There is a scent associated with me, is there not? An aromatic fragrance like jasmine, with just a touch of melted tallow. It is not unfamiliar, huh?
You're right there. That's Onda. Not a surprise. Wonder why she's not carrying you. So, have you killed lots of people?
Look at me, detective. Well-honed steel, well-sharpened, polished, oiled. The stains around the hilt are my marks of glory. When I sink into an opponent, I bite deep. They will remember me for the rest of their life.
Which is presumably pretty short. So, what has Onda used you for recently?
Parting flesh, detective. The cutting of mortal meat and the severing of bone. I am no cheese knife.
Oh, I can smell that. Blood. And recent, too. But there's something more here, isn't there? Guilt. You reek of it. Yeah, I need to concentrate. I gotta ask, though, why did Onda put you here?
You can only speculate, detective, for I have been used, and in recent memory. She does not want me found, no. Perhaps there is a secret associated with me, or a guilt. Or perhaps she is scared of me.
Why do I sense guilt, my wicked little friend? It is so strong.
A blade cuts. A blade makes no judgment, but the wielder.
This is deep. Deeper than my guesswork. I can almost see.
I bite down through skin, through flesh, through thin and brittle bone. I sever, a cry of agony. Stumps spurt crimson as two fingers roll loose onto the tabletop. Twice more, bang bang! The joints crack and digits fall away, white and scarlet, ruined, irreparable. Our victim sobs in pain and fear, pleading with his Lady Maria for an end to the suffering. I am raised to strike again!
Oh, that was something. A vision worthy of Gideon. And... wait. Lady Maria. He's pleading to Holy Mary. Onda killed the priest?
I am a knife. I cannot answer that. But that does fit what you sense, detective.
That was her price for joining the Camarilla. Lou never did get along with the clergy. I'll bet anything she was behind this.
Thanks, Mr. Pointy. May you never get rusty.
Was that all there was to it? I had a feeling there was something else. But this was probably enough for Tolly. So the priest didn't die after all. Now that was interesting.
How goes the sleuthing?
I know about Patient's artwork.
Great! So will it animate and wreak vengeance on internet critics?
No, but it does have a really interesting skull in the middle of it. Kindred.
Aha! Whose?
Not sure, but I can tell it has power. Patients got it via Katsumi, so it's anyone's guess.
It is worth buying a ticket to that exhibition, isn't it? Maybe I'll watch from the balcony.
I've got something on Silky.
And what has our favorite chunky chew toy been up to?
He goes out into the woods every 28 days, like clockwork. I think he's got a werewolf buddy, and I think the two of them have a book club.
You know what? That would not surprise me in the slightest. Anyway, Detective, that's a start. I've been looking for a line on him for a while. Every little bit helps.
I figured out what was going on with Onda.
Oh, yes? Do tell.
She faked the death of a priest, Father Macmillan down at St. Stephen's. Lou and Campbell told her to kill him as a show of faith. She had other ideas. Couldn't go through with it. Paid his bus fare.
Now that is juicy, Detective. Well done.
You gonna tell on her?
Oh, what do you take me for? A secret is always best unspent. I do declare you've filled my cup with gossip. Good work. Now you have an appointment with an elevator. I'll catch you later. People to see, thumbscrews to apply.
Oh, the basement button doesn't do anything. God damn it. This machine needs a stern talking to.
Basement, please.
Oh, are you sure, sir? Lou Graham's penthouse is your usual destination.
Down. Definitely down. Got a hot lead.
No one's been down there for a while. There's nothing interesting in the lower levels. Indeed, I'd go so far as to say that your request is unusual. Even ill-advised.
Come on, buddy. It's your one job. It's not hard.
Of course, sir. But I just wanted to check since the downward mechanism is a little corroded and the upward mechanism is in good repair. Would you be upset if I took you to the penthouse after all?
Down, please. Not up. Can I stress not up?
The basement is unmaintained and there's a strange odor. I am told the penthouse is lovely. You are certain?
Come on, you stupid machine!
Of course, sir. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Now to see if Sophia's theory was right. Was this the closet where Lou kept her skeletons, or just a pile of junk? Lou was never a writer, but she did have that pet one back in the 40s. The guy with the hairy hands. I don't know what was worse. The idea that Lou turned her enemies to stone, or the idea that she had angels for enemies. My buddy Willem had one of these. Always talking about that one song. The old romantic. Huh. Classical, but didn't this look just like one of Lou's hangers-on back in the 50s? What was her name? Oh, I remember this. The politician. Thought he was untouchable, then these figures turned up at bars all across the state. No one took him seriously after that. Oh my, those eyeglasses were mighty familiar. I thought I knew what they were, but I needed to have a proper word with them.
Hello, Fabian, my boy.
Oh, I was right. Sophia was right. And here, in this place, it was Lou Graham.
A prince full of guilt and a man who can read her poker face. I'd say you're on the money. Good work, detective. Now go get your man.
It was time to take my evidence to Prince Campbell. Time to reveal that Lou is the original rebar killer.
Fabian, any progress on our copycat?
Not really, but I think I have a lead on a cold case.
You always have been behind the curve, Detective, but go on. What have you got?
You remember the early 20s? When we lost Rosalind, Hector, Isaac, and Gideon to the rebar killer?
I remember.
We never did find Gideon's body, but I know who whacked him. Who whacked all of them.
And you don't think it's Santiago, am I right?
This is difficult, Mr. Campbell, but you need to hear this. Lou Graham staked Gideon, and I have the receipts to prove it. Gideon's glasses.
I see. Your evidence is a pair of spectacles. If we had a justice system, I'd love to see you call them in court. And what do you expect me to do?
Tell everyone about Lou. She faked Santiago, committed the rebar murders. She wiped out half her own court.
Do you think I haven't heard this kind of wild theory before?
Well,
from you, specifically? I suppose it's your nature to rake over old coals.
Wait, no, this is a breakthrough.
No, Detective, it's old news. Just pay attention. You have no suspect in the old rebar killings.
I can't... I have no suspect in the old rebar killings.
You do not know who destroyed Gideon.
I do not know who destroyed Gideon.
The case is closed.
The case is closed. I guess.
Do go ahead, Detective. This is fascinating.
The killer can walk in the daytime, not Kindred.
That is fairly conclusive, I agree.
A witness heard him breathing heavily.
We know he can walk in the daytime, so this isn't a surprise. A mortal, do you think? Or some other kind of monster?
Perhaps a ghoul? They'd breathe like a mortal, but they'd have an edge.
Ah, yes. That is a distinct possibility.
The killer spirited Gideon away. He's a difficult man to carry, and he'd be alert to anyone who had, bad thoughts.
Perhaps. Unless the killer had a very strong mind, of course.
The killer is incredibly strong. He can twist off a head with his bare hands.
Indeed. And this points to...
It would fit with a ghoul. They can be enhanced by the blood they drink. If their donor was powerful enough, they could be strong.
The net closes.
The killer is into crosses. The same symbol left at every killing.
And the same rebar decoration. What does that mean to you?
Our guy loves theatrics, set dressing, to provoke fear.
Or to misdirect, of course.
Of course. I'm not sure Santiago exists. I think he's a myth, made up to misdirect us. I couldn't find anyone who'd seen him, or any evidence of the attacks in the other cities. I think he's a story. A piece of flim-flam.
Ah! Devilish! I think you're right. But who invented him, and why? So, let's sum up. The killer is strong-minded. They are not kindred, perhaps a ghoul, loves to myth-make, to misdirect, to point away from the obvious. So, what's your conclusion? Who is the rebar killer, Detective?
I think it's you, Lou Graham. You used a fire to destroy your sire, and took on the guise of a mortal hunter to destroy your rivals.
Oh, now. That does feel like a good theory, but I'm kindred, Fabian. And you keep saying this is a mortal.
Campbell. It's obvious. A powerful ghoul with a powerful mind, working for you. Together, you faked the whole Santiago idea, making it look like an outside threat. taking the head off your dearest sister and then crying crocodile tears? The two of you did this together to clear out your rivals because you could never share power, not in the long term. Campbell is the rebar killer, but you're the one in charge.
Oh, delightful. Oh, well done, Fabian. For a moment, I didn't think you'd get there. I think everyone else suspects. They're just too timid to mention it. So, what have we learned here?
That I'm about to have my head cut off with a side order of steak?
Oh, no. No, Fabian. What we've learned is you have no suspect in the rebar killings.
I can't. I have no suspect in the rebar killings.
The case is closed.
The case is closed.
There. Isn't that better?
Okay, well, that was interesting.
So you did solve the case?
Seems I did. And it seems Campbell and Lou took that from me. And those were not the only times. Thunder and blazes, how often has this happened? I thought Gideon was sending the dreams, but he's gone now. I need to mull this over. I know Sophia said she'd like to see us later, but in the meantime, Ryong expects us. And Lou, apparently.